We're live.
We're live.
Here we are.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight for this virtual team meeting. Cheryl got off the hook tonight and left us to fend for ourselves. So hopefully we get everything said that needs to be said. Marisa is on the chat right now, so if you have questions throughout the night, just send her a little message and we'll do our best to answer everyone's questions. First of all, thank you for your continued support this year. It's been a wild year, and we're just trying to stay afloat. And we are doing everything in our power at the studio to give your kids some sort of normalcy and some sort of stability. And we hope that's coming across, that we're trying to do that for your kids. Thanks for being flexible. We know schedules have changed and it's been a little wild, but we appreciate your support. Okay, so tonight we are going to go through the end of the year for the teams, how it's going to work. It's different than in past years. So we're going to go through the notes. We emailed out the notes to everybody, and I'll kind of go through it and answer any questions that you might have. So tomorrow your first competition fees are due. That is our celebration talent. If you're looking at your notes, it breaks down all the fees for you, and in that box it tells you how many dances each team has, so you can start calculating your fees. Now, if you were with us last year, there's a good chance that you have a credit on your account from some refunded fees. If you're not quite sure, you can log on to that team account, or you can call our office, and we can
Give you the number.
give you your numbers and let you know. Just a reminder that your competition fees have to be paid cash or check, and checks have to be made out to Jenx, Jenx, Inc. Inc. We do not take credit cards for competition fees. So make sure you get that turned in tomorrow. Send it with your kids. If you send it in an envelope, if you're not coming in and filling out one of the blue team envelopes, make sure that it's just clearly marked that it's for competition and
Which kiddo?
what kid it goes to, and so it doesn't get applied to the wrong account. It doesn't get applied to your tuition or something. Being on time with your competition fees is super important. We kind of get penalized as a group if we pay late. So that is why there is a late fee of $25 per day if we don't receive your fees. So that adds up really quick. Please make sure you get your fees paid on time. So starting February 3rd, we are going to do an optional fundraiser. This is not required by any means. We have several families who just prefer to write a check and call it good. And we do have also several families who could always use the financial assistance. So we've done this the past few years, is the Double Good popcorn. It is completely online, contactless. We love it because your kids make 50% of whatever they sell, and it goes directly to your kids, so it's not split up between everybody. And we also like it because the stuff that your friends and family buy from your kid is shipped directly to them, and we don't have to deal with the popcorn or all the product being sent here.
Everything out.
So it's really easy to do. It's a very short fundraiser. I think once you all you do is you download the Double Good app, and you have to create your own pop-up store. You can it'll have you upload a picture of your kid, and you'll have to enter the code. The code is on the notes that we emailed out. And then after that, it's kind of up to you how hard you push your popcorn sales. You can text it out. You can put it on Facebook, Instagram. You can kind of put it all out everywhere. New this year, though, is Double Good has kind of changed some of their policies. In the past, we were able to have the fees transferred directly to your own personal bank account, and then you could write us a check for it or however you wanted. They're no longer doing that. So after this little fundraiser, they will deposit everybody's funds into our team account. And then here in our office, we will give you credits on your team account for whatever your child raised for that fundraiser.
And our understanding is that it's earmarked, like this is for this child and this is for, so we'll know exactly how much money they get.
They make it pretty cut and dry as far as what each kid gets. So anyway, if you'd like to join us for that fundraiser, download the app and get ready for February 3rd. I think it made me put a start time. I think it's like 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. or something that you can do it. Yeah, and it's only a few days. Yeah. So, all right. February 18th, your next competition fees are due. This is when most of you will probably owe some money. Your credits from the previous competition will no longer be there. Let's see here. Again, competition fees need to be paid on time, and it has to be cash or check. And anything that you fundraise from that Double Good Popcorn fundraiser will be applied to that next competition fees. So we're going to talk about Bravo. So Bravo is our competition show that we do every year. And obviously with everything right now, we are not able to do a show. Cheryl's tried, I promise. They won't even run it out to us right now. No. So we are trying to be creative and come up with a new game plan for Bravo. And instead of having a live performance, we are going to do a pre-recorded show. We're really excited about it. I think it's going to be different and cool. It's going to be a little bit different than our usual recordings. We're going to have a few different cameras and various angles, and it's going to be a little bit more, I don't know the word I'm looking for.
Oh no, it's more of a production.
A little more fancy.
It's a fancier production.
Yeah, so it's going to be really fun. It'll be a good experience for the kids. Even though Cheryl was not here tonight, she did pre-record a little video that we're going to play talking about the Bravo show. So let's listen to Cheryl.
Hello everyone. I just wanted to say a few words about the Bravo show. As you know, we normally have it in February, and it is just going to look different this year. But I feel like it's really important that the kids have that show prior to competing. It's been a good prep for us for years. So what our plans are is to do something a little different that we haven't done before, and this is what the plans are now, because this could change in February and March as mandates lift. So right now we're planning on taking a dance floor out into the parking lot, and we will be bringing groups out there, and they will be competing full dress, makeup, and the whole thing for their teachers and possibly parents if we are allowed to have some parents there. So if you can keep a couple weekends open, the groups we are going to film March 12th and 13th, and solos, duets, trios will be the week prior, which is March 5th and 6th. Now, we're hoping to make this a different experience. So rather than just having a DVD from the front of the stage, we're hoping to have 3 different angles, possibly even the top of our building, and kind of look down on the kids. Weather permitting, we had some cool filming ideas that might make it look more TV and give them a different experience. We'll let you know more details as we get them. Also, the music will be coming through the computer system, so what's cool about that is when we do make a edited DVD is that you can, it's on the beat, and it'll look really cool. So we're excited about that. So if you can hold that weekend open for the kids, we are going to create a little backdrop for them outside, and weather permitting, that is our plan. If it doesn't work out with the weather, we're going to do it inside one of the studio rooms. But look forward to that. We're excited about it, and we're telling the kids this is going to be awesome. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.
Here we are. All right, so we're still working out a lot of the details on how we're doing this. It's a work in progress. But I can tell you that usually our teams have to sell tickets to the Bravo show, and it kind of all goes into a fund to help pay for the show and for our end of the year banquet. And instead this year, I believe we're going to have your children be selling the links to the show. Again, I don't have the details for that, but they'll probably be needing to sell half the price as they do for the show. So I think last year they had to sell $120 worth of tickets. And so they'll probably have to sell $60 worth of links. So about half the price. And I do want to point out that that money that they're selling, we don't get a pocket. No. We're not making money off of this. This is strictly to help produce this this show. And any leftover money will still be used towards your kids for the end of the year. And you may want to give your kids a heads up that it probably isn't going to be as big, and
because we don't know if we can even have a banquet. We don't
right.
know. It'll just look a little different.
Don't know. So it's going to look a little different. Their end of the year stuff may not be as big as they're used to or would like it to be, but we're still going to do our best to do maybe a little something for them if we have any leftover money from this. And just so you know, we're going to probably be looking for some volunteers to help move floor and maybe help decorate to make it look a little fancy for the recordings. So March 5th and 6th is when we're planning on recording our solos and duets. And March 12th and 13th, we will be doing our groups. And we will be sending out like a schedule so you kind of know when to be here and what times. And that should be all full hair, full makeup, costumes, just like a regular show, okay? Okay, so we're going into Celebration Talent. That's our Amarillo competition. Has everything on there. I do have an update in the box over here. It says Embassy Suites downtown, and we were able to get back with them today. They are giving our studio a rate of $122 a night plus tax. We have not signed the contract yet.
No, not yet. We're still waiting for it.
We're still waiting on their email, but that will be signed probably here.
Should be within the next
within
days.
The day or two. So after we sign that contract, you're good to make your reservation and have that. It's a really convenient location. It is literally right across the street from the Civic Center.
It's the same one we were at last year. Most people were
yes,
at.
And actually last year we were at the Globe Theater.
That's right.
And the Civic Center I think is across the street.
street.
But it's same street. It's right there.
But we'll send out that email with what the block is called. More than likely it'll just be
Cheryl's School Dance or something.
But we'll send out with the information on that.
As soon as we have that, we'll let you guys know. Okay, so competitions in general are going to look a lot different than what everyone's used to. So we're going to kind of explain what it's going to look like because it's definitely different. So as far as scheduling, they do what is considered a block schedule. So this competition in Amarillo, they will have a set amount of time. It'll be like from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock or whatever it is. And that will be Cheryl's School of Dance time. And only our studio will be in the auditorium, and we will be performing only our numbers. We won't get to see any of our competitors. And it's just going to be a little weird. It's going to feel a little more like a recital instead of a competition. At this point in time, the dancers are not required to wear a face mask while they are performing. They did say, however, if state mandates change by that time, then we are going to be expected to adapt, and our dancers will have to wear masks if mandated. But at this time, they do not have to. However, they are expecting that dancers will wear a mask between their numbers in the dressing rooms, and all audience members are expected to wear a face mask. Speaking of observers, they are pretty strictly enforcing only 2 audience members per dancer. So if you only have one dancer, you may just be mom and dad or mom and grandma or however you want to do that. If you have multiple dancers, then you get 2 observers per dancer. This competition in Amarillo, they are live streaming. So if you are not able to go or you have family that's far away, they can watch your dancer through their website, which is nice.
I think they did that last year.
I think so.
In Amarillo, they live streamed.
It's really convenient when they do that.
Mm-hmm.
Awards. So any Judges' Choice Awards or Studio Awards will be given directly after our block of time. However, since all the studios are coming in their own blocks, we won't have any overall awards until the very end. And they will do that through live stream. So no dancers, no parents will be allowed to be there for those awards. I believe only the studio owner or a studio representative is allowed to be present during those big overall awards. So we will not know our block of time until a week or 2
before.
And once that happens, we'll let you know, because you may need to only be there one night. I don't really know until we get that schedule. We had a couple questions over solos and being considered for title awards. So just to make it clear, at Celebration Talent, every soloist is automatically entered into the title competition. Now, if your dancer has multiple solos, which I think we only have one dancer that has multiple, and that's Kinsey. But if you have multiple solos, you need to let me know which solo you would like considered for title. So if you could get that to me, that'd be awesome. Photogenic award, we have some dancers who really like to be considered for that. If you want to be considered, you pretty much get to register your kid for that. You go to the Celebration Talent website, and there's a button on there that says like register for the photogenic competition, and you put in all their information. You select the Amarillo competition, you upload the photos there, you pay, I think it's $30 for that. But you pretty much do that, and that needs to be done prior to the competition. All right, so the next one, I should mention that right before this Celebration Talent competition is spring break. I know that we do have dancers who are leaving town that week. However, please know that teachers are holding rehearsals, and I'll admit here publicly that I have lied to some of you. I told you that I was not holding rehearsals that week, and I've decided that's not a good idea. And so I will be holding rehearsals. If you won't be here, please talk to me and your other teachers. I feel like I was going to say something else about that, and I don't remember what it was.
I don't know I know a couple people have set. I know Rexana's holding, Sarah's holding.
Karen is, Megan, everyone is that week.
I don't know if it's,
and especially also
days.
Keep in mind with these block scheduling at competitions, we have kids that are compete a lot of numbers, and that is, it's going to be a cardio challenge.
It's endurance.
So having a week off for spring break right before that, I think is making me and some of the teachers a little nervous on how we're going to get through that block of time. So just be prepared. Thank you. All right, so dance showcases in Lubbock. Our host hotel is the MCM Elegante. I've never been. Sounds fancy.
Sounds fancy.
Our room rate is $91 a night, and you can reserve your room under Cheryl's School of Dance. So this competition is going to be set up very similar to the other one, but with a few changes. Solo and duet competitions will be ran pretty similar to a normal competition. They may have it broken up into smaller blocks if necessary, but it should feel a little more like a competition. You'll actually be able to watch other dancers. However, they will also be doing block scheduling. It's just going to be, whereas Amarillo was just our studio competing at a time, Lubbock, I think they assign like 2 or 3 studios to one block. So you may see some of the competition, just not all of the competition. However, we will have our own designated dressing area, which will be nice. Again, dancers at this competition are not required to wear a face mask while performing. However, keep in mind that if state mandates change, we also have to change. So, and again, dancers should wear a mask. We have CSD team masks that they should have. Between their performances, and audience members should also be wearing a mask. So this competition's a little fancy with their observers. Again, only 2 are allowed per dancer, and they go as far to like print out lanyards with your child's name, and they have 2 lanyards, and you check in and you pick up your lanyards for the weekend, and that's it. And you don't have a lanyard, they don't let you in. So don't lose your lanyards. Live streaming, they are not guaranteeing that at this time. They said that there's a possibility that they'll be able to get that worked out by the competition, but they're not guaranteeing it. Awards, they said solo and duet awards will run pretty much like a regular competition. They said, think of it like high school graduation, and they'll have a line of kids all spaced 6 feet apart, and each dancer will get their turn on stage to receive their award, and they'll just move through the line.
Got it.
So we'll see how that goes. And then again, same thing for our big group awards. Only our studio director or a studio rep will be able to be there for the big awards. So, and at this competition for solos, there's no title competition and there's no photogenic competition. All right, we're moving through, guys. So, here is all the rehearsals for all the teams. It moves through Evolution, Ascension, Prelude, and Encore. Did I say Encore? I don't know. But it goes through all their rehearsals for spring break. I think Rexana was super organized and put like all of her, hi, sorry, he told me to move the camera. So I'm looking at the wrong one. So Rexana was fancy and organized and put like every one of her like solos and little extra groups and stuff on her schedule. I was not there. So I will communicate with all of my solos and duets and stuff as far as their rehearsals. But spring break rehearsals should all be on there so you know exactly what to expect. Rexana did put all of her Evolution 3 and 4 combined costumes on there. I believe it's just black slacks and a black button-up. And she just made sure do not wear black jeans. And slacks. She's providing you guys gloves, ties, and hats. So. And
she did mention that some of you kids might have the slacks from the Christmas show, because it was something similar to what we had.
That's true.
That some of those kids actually last year. The slacks.
So. I don't know, those COVID pounds, they might, I don't know, they're still fat to fit. I know Addison's don't. So, okay, and then the last thing that we are going over is your team sisters, that you should have received that on your email. Pretty easy. We don't usually do anything too crazy or big with sisters. Usually right before competition, we'll meet together and we do some fun activities as group sisters, and they usually exchange like a little good luck gift. And we try to keep that all very minimal, maybe $10 or something. It's more just I don't know. It's kind of just been a tradition the past few years that we do. But all right, well, that is all I have. Was there any questions?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody wanted to. Nobody has jumped on with questions on the chat. So if you have questions, jump on and we will answer those. But I don't think.
Not seeing anything? Okay, we look like morning talk show hosts.
Yeah, that was great. Thanks, Will.
Thanks, Will.
Appreciate that. Kenzie wants her ballet solo for title.
Perfect. I will make that note, Micah. Thank you.
And nobody else.
Okay.
Maybe we just answer everybody's questions so well.
So well. Well, if you think of something or something comes to mind, you can always send us an email or stop by the office, and we'll be happy to help you.
Oh, and we will send out the link for people that couldn't join us live. We will send it out probably tomorrow morning, afternoon for the recording of this.
Yep.
So there we go.
All right.
Okay.
Are we good?
Well, I'm told there's a delay, so we have to give them a couple minutes in case they
okay. That sounds like a plan.
want to.
All right. Well,
all right.
Everybody, thanks for being here tonight. A little weird doing a virtual meeting.
We made it.
But we survived. So Thank you guys. We love your children. So thank you for blessing us with them. And have a good night.